Okay, so we're back with Green Arrow, the part 4 of the Injustice, Road to Injustice 2. So now we're gonna go over Green Arrow's specials. He had Downback 1, Scalar. Was kind of good for wake-ups, because on wake-up, since this is back to block, a lot of people try to cross you up on wake-up. And you could sort of go for this and get like, not a full combo, but you get a conversion off of it, which is kind of nice. Also against like Martian Manhunter and Batgirl, if you made a read, like a hard read on their teleport, you can hit them with this. And since it recovers quite quickly, like if you're full screen or next to full screen, you could just throw it out if you think that they might go for a YOLO teleport. Also in the corner, you could get like, use it as a combo extender. So it's kind of good. The meter burn one wasn't really used. I used it for some setups with background bounces, because background bounces, it was kind of hard to get the back three super consistent. At least I couldn't get it like super consistently. So then I would use this into back three, which was, I'm not going to say 100% consistent, but it was really consistent. So that's sort of why I used it for. Other than that, it was kind of bad. Downback 1 in the air, it's called Dead On. This was mostly a mobility tool. Like, if you jump someone zoning, you'd go for this to try to delay your landing or something. It can be used for some, like, gimmicky setups on knockdown, trying to jump over them and catch them with this, or like try to mess with them on wake up. So like if I do it down 3, I do that because they'll be expecting to block on this side. Or if I do it like just as I go over their head, it's kind of hard to tell which side I'm on. Meter burn gives you a hard knockdown. No, it doesn't give you a hard knockdown, it just gives you a knockdown. I don't know, you could probably use it to end like a round or something, but I don't think I've ever used it in a match. Also, you could do, this is another gimmick which I do at times, which is like background bounce into reload, into like bait the wake up, and go for an instant air overhead. So I'll get the reload, go for that, maybe a grab afterwards or something. You get the idea. Then we have Savage Blast. This was probably his best tool. You can see it moves him backwards quite a lot. It would hit from starting position almost. And it's invincible on wake up, so not fully, but you could get like some distance between you if someone's trying to like OK you. You get the distance and you move backwards. And in the few matchups where Green Arrow could zone, it was a really useful tool to like keep someone out. And then just like throw some arrows, maybe go into fire arrows, and like keep this distance. Also, since Green Arrow players were notorious for doing like down 1 freeze arrow, you could also do like down 1 Savage Blast to try to mix them up, or like sort of like go in and then back off, go in, back off. I would also use it on like knockdown, so like something like this to bait them to poke or something, and then just go back and go in. Then we have, oh right, the meter burn one was kind of useless, but you could use it to like catch people off guard as you're backing off, because that second hit has a pretty good hitbox. Then we have back forward 3 Stinger, which is just a slide. It's kind of decent as an ender at times. It's pretty good as a wake up, because you can meter burn it into a second part, which makes it safe, if I recall correctly, or at least safe-ish. And you can sort of delay the meter burn like that. So if you just do it, then maybe they're trying to punish you and they get caught by the second part, or they forgot it's an overhead, so they forget to block the overhead, whatever. It's pretty good. Also pretty good for mobility to like get in, sort of like Sub-Zero slide. Like you'd whiff it from here and suddenly you're in. Especially in wake up. Say they knock you down over here and they're trying to zone you. You go up and go into this, and you're right in their face. This one, the down forward 2, up Haven Blast. I showed it before, but you can use it as a launcher in the corner. It was kinda a hitbox specific. Not all teammates would get launched by that, but it's something you can do. Kinda useless otherwise. Meter burn is even more useless. It's too slow to be an anti-tier. Like, he had down 1 or the up arrow to sort of deal with anti-tiers. It would grant a combo if they jump in and you do down 2 into up Haven Blast. It would give you a combo. You could dash up and do a combo, but it wasn't really used. I mean, on a hard read, I guess you could go for something like this, or like, say you get knocked down here and you know that the salt player is going to go and throw this one, the crystal ball. You could sort of wake up with this and try to catch them, but the hitbox wasn't great. It was a pretty bad move. It is still. Then we have Hurricane Bow. This is like an ender or a chip. I used it for chip quite a bit. Like, say you get a freeze at the end of the round, then you'd go for the reload, and that wouldn't combo. That doesn't combo with the freeze. I can show you. So you get a punish into a freeze, like right at the end of the round. You want to start the next round with the freeze arrow and just get the chip from that. So you build some extra bar, and you start the next round with the freeze arrow, which is quite good. And was super bad on block, so you wouldn't use it on block. But yeah, that's it for specials. Then we have a super move, and this is where it gets interesting. Looks like this. That's like 39% by itself, but the thing is, you can combo after it. So you'd land a back 3 if you actually land it. Let's do it again. The timing isn't that hard, but I haven't played this game in 2 years or so, so... So there you go. That was a pretty simple combo, which I just did like off the top of my head. You can get more damage, but that was 53%, which is quite good, because if you get them to clash and you yourself have a full bar, then you know like every touch will lead into like a 50% combo, because you could do stuff like this. Say you land like a down 1 into freeze arrow, and you don't want them to clash. Say they still have the clash, right? Here it comes. Then you could whiff a standing 1 and do that. That's completely unavoidable, and you can go into back 3, and you get 44% unclashable from a down 1 freeze. So that was really good. Also, like, if you know that they've clashed, you could get like pretty sick damage. And like there's several setups. Are you still on auto block? Yeah. There's several setups to get the super to land, but the best ones are back 1-3 on block. That is really hard to backdash due to the block stun of that string. I dropped the ender. You get the idea. Also, 1-1-1 on hits has a lot of hit stun. You can get out of it, but it's super duper hard. You have to be like really precise with your timing. So say you get like 1-1-1, then you get like 26%. Let's see if I can actually land a full combo this time. There we go. 23% plus 50% into a reload. So that's 2/3 of their bar gone. And that wasn't like max damage combo, but you get the idea. So that was sort of like how you would play the game as Green Arrow. You were really dependent on your meter and like how to use it, when to spend it, and so on. So a lot of times you would be down a lot, but you get the clash out of them because they don't want to deal with your shitty ass damage. So once you do that, you can go for the really big combos and make really hype comebacks, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, like I'll show you just this is a punish combo, which I'd use. Again, this is not max damage, but it's close to max damage. That's 32% for a punish, which in Injustice is really low. I mean, it's meterless, but 23% from a down one freeze arrow, which means like in Injustice, a lot of combos were 40% for a bar or 45% for a bar, meaning like they needed 2 combos and maybe a throw to win a round. Meanwhile, Green Arrow need to open you up like 4 times and maybe a throw. So that was like his core issue. Plus, he didn't have a lot of mix-ups. He didn't have like super nasty cross-up setups. Oh, I forgot to show you the jump-ins. I'm sorry, this is really unprofessional, but last time I forgot to show his jump-in. So his jump-in 1 is good for air-to-airs. His jump-in 2 is pretty useless, but you can use it in combos. And his jump-in 3 is where it's at. Has a really good hitbox, and you can sort of cross them up. So say I have a freeze arrow, you get a cross-up into a full combo. Also, Green Arrow wasn't the interactable king, but on this particular stage he had a lot going for him, because he could get like...
Some cheese.
Oops. He could get any what's it called? Any fire arrow would go into that laser, which would grant him a combo. Also like Savage Blast would grant him a combo. I think the slide would also grant him a combo. So a lot of stray hits would give full combos for him, which was really uncommon. And every time you get like a laser thingy, you could go for a reload and get the freeze arrow and go for a back 3. But yeah, that's also like he could do some stuff with a freeze arrow to guarantee other interactables, like anything he can explode. He can do something like this. Doesn't reach, but you could get stuff off of that, which was kind of nice. But overall, that's how he played, or still plays, or how I played him. So I hope this gives you like an insight of how he's gonna be in the next game if he returns. I think he's very likely to return, considering how popular the TV show is, and like Gorilla Grodd is in, which has been in the Arrow TV show. I think it's very, very likely that he'll be back in. I just hope they sort of buff him. I really wanted to play Ancestral Kung Jin and MKX since I played Green Arrow, but I find him kind of clunky, so I never ended up playing him. I hope they make him better. It doesn't need to be top tier, but like mid tier, I'd be okay with that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.